Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button if you guys are fans of the content being posted onto this channel to always be in the loop with more content similar to this, and be sure to hit the video up with a like if you're enjoying the content. And with that being said, let's begin. With the upcoming Halloween Kills movie looming over the horizon, scheduled to be released later on this October, we now have the official confirmation from Blumhouse and courtesy of the Halloween watch party that indeed we are going to be seeing the return of the Myers home within Halloween Kills. But even with the return of the Myers house incorporated within the movie, one must beg the question as to what purpose is the Myers house going to serve in this upcoming movie, outside of perhaps maybe actually seeing Michael Myers go back home following the events of the original movie, because we really haven't seen Michael actually go home since the original. So this gives us the opportunity to explore so much more in depth in terms of Michael Myers' childhood and the depths within the Myers home that stem all the way back to Judith Myers' death, and kind of diving a little bit more in depth in finding out what made Michael Myers actually trigger himself to kill his sister, which a lot of theories have sprouted ever since the confirmation of the Myers house within Halloween Kills. So as of right now, we do know that we are going to be visiting the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital as well as Michael Myers' home. Now, as I've stated many times before, we did not receive any poster, any teaser, or any trailer during the watch party, and any other YouTuber that had any supposed leaked information on there being a trailer during that watch party is an obvious liar who is deceiving their fans. But what is known right now is that more than likely, as I've stated before, the upcoming trailer to Halloween Kills is more than likely going to be dropping, the first one mind you, right around the time of June, because the same set of events have occurred during 2018's release, and as noted before, the first trailer dropped around June of 2018. So with the current status of the world, things are still a tad bit foggy in terms of having Halloween be released worldwide and having the actual movie be released on time, because what we do know right now is that the rumor is that Halloween Kills will be available in theaters but also on video on demand, which means that you can ultimately watch the movie within the comfort of your own home, which I recommend you guys go see Halloween in theaters when it comes out, only because the experience I think will be worth it. But in terms of the actual setting of Michael Myers' house having to be included in this movie, this could suggest one of many things. Either scenario A, we could have Laurie, Karen, and Allison actually venture out and go deeper into the Myers house to find out what made Michael, or what is making Michael currently the way he is, by trying to dive a little deeper into his childhood and seeing what caused Michael to kill his sister. Or perhaps Michael goes to his own house by his own accord and having to revisit the events of where it all started, along with there being an actual possible scenario for this to be a simple cameo in the idea that the house itself could be referenced, or the house could be mentioned, or even passed along but never really explored. These are many viable options that we have to take into consideration, because we can't go into this movie expecting to see something big go down within the Myers house, because there is that possibility that we are going to see somewhat of a climatic showdown go down within the house itself, or perhaps maybe an investigation be done. What we do know is that this house is going to be included, and this house actually plays a very pivotal role in Michael's development, because this is essentially where it all started after he originally had killed his sister. Now, I really do hope that this has nothing to do with any sort of paranormal entity or anything to do with any kind of ritual, because it would really suck if we were to have this incorporation be done and included in the film to where we have an Amityville horror-esque kind of style, to where the spirits and the demons of the afterlife took possession of Michael Myers, as we've seen in the novels, with of course the ancient Celtic boy that took over Michael's body in the novel. But even then, that is a concept that I don't think should be explored, because number one, it's a tad bit tacky, and number two, it doesn't make any sense. So is there going to be any significance behind the Myers house returning? Are we going to see a possible showdown occur involving Michael, Karen, Allison, and Laurie within the house itself? Or perhaps maybe we can have police units come out, because they could ultimately set that narrative to where there are sources that indicate that Michael Myers is in fact back home, and the Sheriff Brackett, can actually send out a few of his police officers to investigate inside the house, only to further meet their demise by the hands of Michael. And I think that by having this narrative inserted in the fact that Laurie possibly finds out that a group of police officers have been killed within the house itself, because all units have been sent out by Sheriff Brackett in order to investigate what the heck has been going going on within the old Myers house, only for somehow Laurie, Karen, and Allison to find out that in fact Michael is alive, and for them to leave Haddonfield Memorial Hospital to go venture out in trying to hunt down Michael Myers within his own home. And how crazy would it actually be if Michael Myers, and I want you guys to sit on this, how crazy would it be if Michael Myers actually picked off and killed Allison or Karen within the movie in the house, in the same house where he killed his little sister many years ago? I think that there needs to be a significant death that occurs within that house, because not only would that signify Judith Myers to die within the same household, but also another potential important victim involving the likes of Laurie, Karen, or Allison, in seeing everything finally come full circle and Michael having to pick one of them off in setting the stages for Halloween Ends. However, on top of that, there is further confirmation that there is going to be a Halloween Kills novelization similar to Star Wars, which can only point out the empirical evidence that we are going to be getting additional content within the novel itself that we aren't going to be seeing within Halloween Kills. So if there's any additional information, if there's any additional lore or background characters that are going to be picked off, or anything of the nature, then we're going to be getting that within the novel, to where the novel is set to be released around the same time as Halloween Kills, as confirmed by BloodyDisgusting.com. So if you're someone that wants to find out more information and want to dive deeper within the lore of Halloween Kills, then you guys can dive deeper within the novelization itself once, of course, it is released, which we are going to be covering on the channel for those that aren't interested in diving deeper into the novel. But even then, novelizations of movies tend to basically be expressive in a sense to where if the movie can no longer provide additional information or additional footage as to said circumstances or characters, then we're going to be getting that within the novel itself versus actually seeing it on the big screen. So right now there are so many exciting things to basically look forward to in terms of Halloween Kills: the trailer, the teasers, the posters, the screenshots, the novel, and so much more. The only problem here is the uncertainty with the world, because there is no word yet as to if movie theaters are going to be reopening entirely, if it's going to basically go back to normal in having all of the movies that were supposed to be released actually be released on their release date. But in the end, I want to get your thoughts on the Myers house, I want to get your thoughts on the official novelization of Halloween Kills, and I want to get your thoughts as to the overall utilization of what they can do with the Myers house, because again, this could actually be something very minor and not really hold any significant importance for the movie itself, and just be a background kind of silhouette to where the movie's still going to be carrying on with no actual development within the house. Or do you guys believe that to some extent we are going to be seeing some sort of sequence, some sort of action within the Myers house that's going to basically prompt the narrative to be driven forward in the idea that Michael could end up going home, or Laurie, Karen, and Allison could somehow stumble upon that home? It's quite interesting because the narrative could be taken into one of many directions, and I think that's what's important here, is the fact that you want to continue to build on the lore of Michael Myers and kind of getting a little bit of an idea as to what really went down within that house many years ago that actually triggered him to basically lose his mind. Or for those that don't want any development at all, we could simply see some action sequences go down within the house and absolutely no lore building, because people don't want to see Michael talk, they don't want to find out what made him snap, people don't really want to see that because they want Michael to remain the boogeyman and the way he is, while others want to kind of have a deeper explanation as to what makes Michael so dangerous within Haddonfield. So again, I want to get your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for your time. Thank you all so much for watching. If, of course, you guys are stoked, ready, and excited for Halloween Kills, then I do encourage you guys to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload. Give this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below if you guys are simply stoked, ready, and excited to see what's going to come from Halloween Kills. Again, there is so much to look forward to, and especially within the next couple of weeks, because we're going to be getting so much more additional information and hopefully updates as to what's going to carry on in this film. I really want to know how long this movie is going to be, because I really want this movie to actually be a lot longer than Halloween 2018, which hopefully enough Halloween Kills is. But until then, we're gonna have to wait and find out. Thank you all so much for listening. Tune back in for the next update video and discussion, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below. Have a great day and take care, guys. Peace.